Over the weekend, thousands of people rallying in the nation's capital, many of them fighting for women's reproductive rights and other causes they believe are under threat with the incoming administration. Joining us this morning to talk about Saturday's march and organizing efforts is People's March organizer Megan Salmon. She is with Spaces in Action based right here in the DMV. Megan, thanks for being with us this morning. Starting off, let's talk about the march this past weekend. What was the turnout like? How would you describe it?
It was incredible. From about 9:30 in the morning, the meeting time was 10 a.m. You were seeing just thousands of people lined up at their parks, getting ready, getting excited, talking to each other, sharing information. And from that time, it only grew. So we saw people coming in, people bringing in more people, their family, their friends, and all day you could just see the increase of people coming through the streets and making their voices heard.
It really kind of reminded me of what we saw during 2020 when so many protests were happening across the country. What do you expect from this administration, and what will organizing efforts look like moving forward as President-elect Donald Trump gets inaugurated in just a few hours?
We do expect a lot of challenges. It is very clear what they're planning to do. They've mentioned multiple times the rights and the freedoms that they've decided to take away when they get into office. So when we're thinking about what we need to do, we need to just keep on doing what we did on Saturday, which is organize, stay together, have our solidarity, rely on the person next to you. That's what's important in this moment.
And what issues will you be advocating for right here in the district?
Well, at Spaces in Action, we advocate for DC families, Black and brown families, immigrant families. That's what's important to us. So when we're looking at issues that matter to families, we're thinking about tax justice, we're thinking about climate justice, we're thinking about health equity, we're thinking about early childhood education, everything that we need to set us up for success in the district and make us the most successful and thriving community in the country.
And people who might be watching right now at home or anywhere that they might be, I know it's MLK Day, but what would you tell them if they are just kind of feeling like it's a lost cause? They don't know what the rallies will do, what the protests will do, what mobilizing that you guys are hoping will do. What would you say?
Every moment is important. Every moment builds up to the future that we want. So I would encourage you to get yourself involved, even if today is not the day where you have the most energy, the most time. It might be tomorrow and it might be next week. So it is never too late to involve yourself with a community organization and to get connected for change.
All right, Megan Salmon with Spaces in Action here in the DMV. We thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much.